Hello, and sorry, dear friends, my throat is still sore, but my love for the game of cricket and the passion, the intense passion that I have for this fantastic game really brings me back to you all, dear fans, friends, and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Well, I'll try my best to do what I can, even though my throat is a bit sore today. Well, let me start off by saying that one more controversy has erupted on the third day of the third test match between South Africa and Australia. As you know, this series has been a very, very riveting series, and now comes another controversy as Cameron Bancroft, the Australian player, was caught on the TV camera actually using some object which was yellow in color, and he actually put it into his trousers, and it was something which was caught by the cricket commentators as well. And yes, the news, so that is a controversy which has come about, and I believe just probably right now while I'm speaking to you, the news from the centre says that Cameron Bancroft and Stephen Smith, the captain of the Australia, has admitted to the ball tampering, and which is very, very sad for cricket. And as I said, it was something which marked proceedings on the third day, where South Africans definitely were doing well for themselves. After taking a 55 runs lead in the morning, they went on to 238 for 5, with the overall lead being 294, and which could be considered a very, very good score right now for them to really, really challenge the Australians. And with De Villiers still there at the crease on an unconquered 51, I think Australia would have their task absolutely cut out when they take on the South Africans on the fourth day of this particular test match. So that is something. Other than that, we'll have a look at some cricket news, and we'll see. But yes, we will concentrate on this match, and I'll also talk about that controversial ball tampering which was done by Cameron Bancroft of Australia. So the Aussies resumed on their overnight innings. They had 9 wickets down, and all that they could do was add another 10 runs to the tally, with Hazelwood's wicket being claimed by Rabada for 10 with 2 boundaries. Tim Paine was not out on 34 with 3 boundaries, and there were 4 wickets apiece to Rabada and Morkel, 2 to Philander, and South Africa gained a 56 runs useful lead. As play started for the South Africa, Markram and Elgar walked in. Elgar was the first victim, as he could not really last long today, as he was dismissed for 14, and that would have been a big relief for the Aussies, because one knows that Dean Elgar is like a leech. If he sticks, he just sticks to the crease, as he showed. And Dean Elgar was the first wicket to go when he was caught by Smith very well for 14 with 2 boundaries, which made the score 28 for 1. Aidan Markram was not afraid to play strokes. He was playing his strokes with gay abandon. Hashim Amla, on the other hand, also showed a few of his good strokes, as this partnership really helped the South Africans recover from the early blow of Elgar, as the score slowly but steadily moved on to 104. And that was very well done, I would say, because it's an 86-run partnership. As I said, at one end, Amla was much sedate, but Aidan Markram was not afraid at all to really play strokes. And Cummins actually picked up the wicket of Hashim Amla by getting him caught by Bancroft for 31 5 boundaries. And since we are in we are with Bancroft right now. Let's talk about Bancroft. So Bancroft, as I said, was caught by the TV cameras today, whereby he probably took an yellow object. The color was yellow. It was an yellow object which probably Bancroft had, and the TV cameras caught it. The commentators caught it, and the umpires also spoke to him, and it was something which was very sad for cricket, I would say. But we have seen in the past some ball tampering incidents have happened in the past, and today Bancroft was the one who started it all. And this does not reflect well on a very, very fired up series right now. Already we are having a lot of controversies abound in this particular series between South Africa and Australia, and there is one more to add to the tally. And as I said, the recent news which I have got from the press here says that Stephen Smith, the Aussie captain, has owned to what has been brought out in the media as that Cameron Bancroft was guilty of ball tampering, and he has admitted to that, the Aussie captain, which I think in all fairness would have been the right decision. At least they have been honest about it, which really could probably save Bancroft's career here, according to me. But what happened was not really the fitness of things at all. So Aidan Markram was joined in by de Villiers from 104 for 2 after Amla's dismissal. It was the king de Villiers at the crease, and de Villiers, as you know, once he comes to the crease, he personifies confidence. The way he actually maneuvers the ball into the gaps, the way he actually manufactures shots. As we all know, he is someone who is made for any circumstances, and that's what he precisely did. As 47 runs were added in the face in that partnership between Markram. In fact, de Villiers got off he got off the mark with a wonderful slash for 6 of the bowling of Pat Cummins, hitting him with the pace over the fence, and that was the start that de Villiers needed, and he carried on. At the other end, Markram also showed how aggressive he could be, as when one of the strokes, according to me, was hit so sweetly that he actually hooked Mitchell Marsh for a 6. The ball struck absolutely at the center of the bat and sailed high, wide and handsome into the crowd. And as this went on, the score went on to 151, and that was the time Mitchell Starc broke this very, very dangerous stand when Markram was caught by Cummins at the bowling of Starc for a very entertaining 84 with 10 fours and 2 sixes. De Villiers came in. Du Plessis, as you know, has been under a bit of pressure of late of having not scored runs in this series, and at least I would say that the initial start that Du Plessis had when he leaned into a particular drive for 4 was probably giving one a feeling that probably de Villiers was slowly getting into form. But all that was absolutely short-lived, and Nathan Lyon trapped Du Plessis LBW for 20 with 3 boundaries, which made the score 196 for 6, and Tenda Bavuma once again failed in this particular test match, as he was caught by the substitute Peter Hanscom of the bowling of Hazelwood for 5 with 1-4, and that made the score 201 for 5. But Quinton de Kock turned out to be an able ally for de Villiers, as de Villiers reached an unbeaten 51 at stumps with 6 fours and 1 6. Quinton de Kock was looking good on 29 unbeaten runs with 2 fours and 1 6, with the South African score at stumps on the third day 238 for 5. With the 56 runs lead, they were 294 runs ahead, and I'm sure South Africa would definitely be saying to themselves that they are in a much better position now, and definitely I think the Aussies will be under pressure to chase a target, probably definitely is going to be in excess of 350, and if they are able to get it to say 400 with still some batting to come in the form of Philander, Maharaj and Rabada, I think I think the Aussies will be really, really hard pressed. As far as the bowling was concerned, Mitchell Starc, 15 overs, 2 maidens, 48 runs and 1 wicket, bowled superbly. Hazelwood also on the money, 17 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 46. Cummins was brilliant, 19 overs, 4 maidens, 2 for 47. Nathan Lyon, 16 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 69. Stephen Smith, 1 over for 6. And Mitchell Marsh bowled 4 overs, in which he gave away 18 runs. So that's the match situation as far as the Australia and South Africa are concerned on the third day, with South Africa definitely taking the honours. And as I said, unfortunately, that incident of Cameron Bancroft definitely taking the sheen of the third day's play. Well, so we'll get to know more about it as far as Cameron Bancroft is concerned, as to what the ICC match referees are going to come up with. What is the decision they are going to come up with? I mean, as I said, this particular series has been hit by a lot of controversies. We saw David Warner getting riled up by a spectator yesterday, and today we have something, the Rabada Warner battle was riveting yesterday, and then we saw Rabada being banned for 2 matches, fighting the court case, coming back. So there's a lot of needle going on between the South Africans and the Australians for sure, and that really says that this series has been played with lots of fervor, and also there's a lot of fire in this particular series. Well, so that is as far as that is concerned. Now let's have a look at some cricket news before I leave the scene on this cricket happenings. As far as today's cricket, I mean, unfortunately, between England and New Zealand, only 17 balls were possible on third day, as I have very rightly said, not only on YouTube, also on my tweets, that England will be praying for more rain. And I think now England would probably say to themselves that this is an opportunity for them, because now it will be interesting to see, because only 17 balls possible, in which time Henry Nicholls went on to his 50, and the score just moved on by just 4 runs. So very sad. But England would definitely take it, because they were the ones under the pump after being all out for 58 in this day-night test match. And I think it will be interesting to see as to what is the decision taken by Kane Williamson today. And in my opinion, I think Kane Williamson should not be wasting any time, the New Zealand captain, and he should be declaring the innings closed on this particular score with the 171 runs lead. It probably their best bet would be to have some psychological confidence and push the Englishmen into bat and see whether they can do something, a repeat of what they did in the first innings. One knows it's something very difficult, but at least they can try, because there's no point in, I think, batting, because time will be running out, and if rain is in the forecast, I think that will really go against New Zealand. So England would be hoping that New Zealand still play on, so that more and more time is gone. But I have a sincere feeling that we might see the New Zealand captain Kane Williamson declaring the innings closed today in the morning on the 4th day. Rain not relenting, I would say. Well, as far as the other cricket news is concerned, as you know, India's next assignment is they would be going to the United Kingdom, to England, to play a series of test matches and one-day internationals. And the series of test matches is the one which would be watched very keenly. And the Indian captain Virat Kohli has expressed an interest. The Board of Control for Cricket in India has actually given him the permission. Virat Kohli has been past fit. In fact, Virat Kohli has said that to go, as you know, when the last time when Virat Kohli went to England, he had a dismal series as Anderson and Broad really haunted him. But I'm sure Kohli has learned his lessons well here, and Kohli has definitely expressed an intention to play county cricket on his preparation to England. I think that's the right decision. But still now one does not know which is the English county which is going to accept it, because previously he was offered a contract by Surrey, but the Board of Control for Cricket in India rejected that by saying that Virat Kohli would be doing duties in the historic test match which Afghanistan, after getting the test status, were going to play against India in their first ever test match in the month of June. But now it seems the Board of Control for Cricket in India has realized that what Virat Kohli is telling makes great sense, and they're giving him the permission to go and play county cricket for Surrey. But as I said, now it would be interesting to see as to which English county comes up with the offer for Virat Kohli to play county cricket as a preparation for the England tour. So that's one news I wanted to cover about. Other than that, the Royal Challengers Bangalore in the Indian Premier League, as you know, the Nathan Coulter-Nailu has always been playing, doing very well for the RCB, has injured, and Corey Anderson has replaced Nathan Coulter-Nailu. Other than that, the Pakistan Super League final is coming up. That is tomorrow. That will decide. As you know, the Peshawar Zalmi is playing their second consecutive Pakistan Super League final. Islamabad United has also been there. They also revisited that. So Islamabad Peshawar, and I would probably put my money on Peshawar Zalmi with the Darren Sammy as the captain. And I think this is going to be a nice clash between the Peshawar Zalmi and Islamabad United. Well, I won't be able to, in a position today, to go and dwell on that due to my sore throat here. But definitely, I think Peshawar Zalmi, to me, would be sounding the favourites for lifting the Pakistan Super League title, which will be happening tomorrow. Well, I really apologize, dear friends subscribers, that I'm not able to do a brief preview of the Islamabad Peshawar game. And it is also one news that I could really give you here is that this historic clash is going to happen in Karachi. Karachi has been starved for 9 years without cricket, and now comes cricket in a big manner, I think, to Karachi. And after 9 years, Karachi, the national stadium, which is always well known in Pakistan, would be hosting the finals of the Pakistan Super League 2018. And may the best team win. I think Islamabad and Peshawar both are strong, but Peshawar, I have a feeling that they have a slight edge over the Islamabad United, as both the teams have some two good prolific scorers in this Pakistan Super League. One is Peshawar Zalmi, to me is Kamran Akmal, who has already sounded that he has another 4 or 5 years of cricket left in him, and Luke Ronchi, who has actually left, he has retired, as you know, and he has decided to play in all the leagues. And what an asset or a boon he has been for the Islamabad United in this Pakistan Super League. So that really sums up everything as far as today's cricket show is concerned. Let's wait for as to what is the verdict from the ICC match referee on what happened today on the third day between South Africa and Australia, where Cameron Bancroft was someone who was seen by the TV camera removing a particular object and rubbing it against his trousers. Well, dear fans and subscribers, it's about time for me to end this cricket show by telling sayonara.